Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, it is September 10th. I'm Michael Taylor. Welcome to our program today. We've had a wild couple days of weather, a weekend of really hot weather. Now we're dealing with some fires. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But right now I'm indoors, I'm in the studio, and we've got a great show for you today. Pacific Financial Planners Jerry Slusowitz is going to be here talking about volatility in the market, what it has to do with the election, and are we headed towards a recession? We'll talk about that and more with him. And then later in the program, the Theater Guild's putting on an old time radio show with Foley and all that kind of fun stuff, and there's some great spoofs of some old classic shows you're going to enjoy, so we'll talk with them later in the program. Right now, though, we want to keep you informed, and we got a good one for you. Golden Rain Foundation of Laguna Woods is looking for some new board members to fill some vacancies for the 2025 vacancy terms and 2027 ones. So if you're interested, head on down to the community center, pick up an application starting this Friday. You need to turn it in by Tuesday, September 24th, and the election will be Wednesday, November 13th. If you want more information, go ahead and contact the Golden Rain Foundation or the Community Center about that process. Hey, let's take a look outside at a video we have. This is the airport fire out in the Tribuco Canyon area over by Rancho Santa Margarita. A lot of people concerned about this packing up. There were some evacuation orders in place. This is yesterday's footage. Make sure you stay clear of this area, folks. If you have no business being out there, do not go out there. Keep the roads open for emergency personnel and other support. Let's take a look at our weather while we look at this drone footage. We got some poor air quality today, probably because of the ways the winds are blowing and bringing that smoke into our area. So make sure if you're going to be outdoors at all, keep it to a minimum and be careful about that. 88 going to be the last real hot day we have of the week, and then we're going to get some cooler temperatures that'll help with the firefighting efforts out there, I'm sure. And we're still going to have some poor air quality probably for the next few days as well, so keep that in mind as you're out there. But really great cool temperatures as we head towards the weekend. Let's take a look at the sunrise, sunset as we go here. And of course, we have another picture that we're going to love. This one is from Mark Rabinowitz. He went up and took this picture of the fire yesterday as well. So thank you, Mark, for sending this breaking news type sunrise, sunset picture into us. Sunrise this morning, 6:31. Sunset tonight, 7:03. You don't have to be doing breaking news to send us a picture. You can do any old shot of sunrise, sunset, pictures, places, vacations that you've been on. We'd love to see them. Email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we will include it in our sunrise, sunset segment. Got a meeting to tell you about. Then when we go into the break, we're celebrating our 60th anniversary. We were out there with Camrys yesterday, and we're going to take a quick peek of that right after the break. And then when we come back, Pacific Financial Planners.
Hi, this is Dorothy Pacella, and I'm one of the trustees with the History Center. And we are so happy that everyone has turned out today, because what could be more historical than celebrating 60 years of our history with all of the archives and the valuable treasures that we have in our History Center. So congratulations to everybody. We're big, we're 60, and come see us at the History Center. Thanks again.
Hi, I'm Beth Perrick, and I'm a member of the Thrive team. And you can see we're here today, and we're encouraging people to come out and enjoy themselves in the village, because this is our 60th anniversary for our wonderful village that we all love so much. Congratulations, Laguna Woods Village. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christy Ward, president of Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center Foundation, and I'm so happy to be celebrating the 60th birthday of Laguna Woods Village, along with the 50th birthday of Saddleback Medical Center. And we started together right here 50 years ago when the residents of this community took coffee cans out and raised funds to build our hospital on land that was donated by the Golden Rain Foundation. So we celebrate our history together. So at Saddleback, we care deeply about the community here at Laguna Woods Village. And you can see here that we've celebrated milestones together over 50 years. And we just want to wish you a happy birthday. We're here for you, and we care for this community.
Hello, everyone. Happy birthday to Laguna Woods Village. Have an amazing 60th anniversary. We're so thankful at the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute to be partnering with the Golden Rain Foundation and Laguna Woods Village, and we hope all the best for this anniversary. Thanks so much.
Hi, I'm Annie McCary with the Laguna Woods City Council, and on behalf of the council, happy 60th birthday to Laguna Woods Village.
It's an election year. We've got the big debate tonight. Concerns are swirling around inflation. And what does that mean for your retirement? Well, we're going to find out here with more on that. Jerry Slusowicz from Pacific Financial Planners. Jerry, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me again, Michael.
So you're going to watch the debate tonight?
Absolutely.
There we go.
Yeah, I think people should.
Now, when we see economic policies being talked about, when we see those kinds of things happening, is that one of the factors that can affect the stock market?
Absolutely. Probably next month, maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more, but it does, if we get let's say a blue wave, Harris and Congress blue, you can look at like solar stocks and green energy stocks, and there's a lot of different ways you can go. If you get a Trump victory with some congressional background, you can look at oil drilling companies, Halliburton, those type of things. So it will make some effect on terms of which sectors lead. Overall, not as much because it is, there is some synergy there with the government. But
so what are the things causing the volatility right now? What are the concerns?
The uncertainty, and there's seasonality and the uncertainty of the markets. And we've had a good run. I mean, let's face it, the market's been pretty good since the bottom of the 2022 downturn. But September is usually the worst month of the year. It's in September.
Yeah.
And then October is kind of a scary month. But typically after the election, no matter who wins, you get this 100-day kind of honeymoon, no matter who wins. And so I'm looking for the end of the year to be fine, but between now and then to have some issues still.
And as far as an economy goes, I know there's some gloom and doomers. Oh, it's never been worse, which is kind of silly to say, but the numbers don't reflect that, right? We actually suffered a little less than the rest of the world in terms of inflation, and we're kind of coming back in terms of that a little better than most, right?
Well, the inflation was pretty bad. I mean, prices rose 20%.
Yeah,
over the
and
last
that
3
was
years. And inflation is a rate, but now the inflation rate means prices are still going up, but they're only going up at around 3%.
Right.
And so you can get U.S. Treasuries around 5%. 100% guaranteed. CDs still around that. So you're getting about a 2% real rate of return after inflation, no risk. So that's unsustainable. We're going to start to see interest rates fall probably, next week.
And so that's going to hurt the bond market, right?
No.
Does that
I
help
got a chart on that.
There we go.
There's a slide.
I always get confused on that.
So when rates go down, it's a direct inverse. Prices go up. So when we had those 20% rising inflation and rising interest rates to the highest levels we've seen in about 23 years, then bond prices went down. And so people who had bond mutual funds were significantly hurt by that. If they held through all that, probably was a mistake, but they're finally getting some relief on that. Where as rates go down, it should help bond prices. But it's going to hurt the CD buyer because they buy the rate.
That's what those are the ones I get confused
So as the rate goes down, they're not going to be able to renew their 5% CD or Treasury bill at 5%. It's going to probably settle somewhere around 3.5% next year. Why do I say 3.5? The rate of inflation. It should be about even. But lower interest rates could help the economy to some degree. It should help housing because mortgage rates go down, and people that have their 3%, 3.25% mortgages might be more inclined to sell if they could buy somewhere else without paying 7-8% on a new mortgage. And it should help the stock market because businesses should be able to refinance or borrow at a cheaper rate than they've been able to borrow for the last 3 years. So I do think that lower interest rates are going to help the economy. And that's one of the good things I see for the market and the economy.
Right.
But it's not as dire as some
kind of firing up some of those industries that were waiting on the sidelines in terms of that, especially real estate.
Real estate, you see utilities. Utility companies are heavily leveraged, heavily borrow money. And you're starting to see the utility sector still do good. So we're seeing some rotation out of tech into utilities. So there's, in my opinion, the economy's slowing. There's no doubt that we're slowing down. But is it going to be a recession? I still am positive and don't think there will be. Doesn't matter who the election wins.
What insurance and annuities? Where are those markets at?
Well, pretty simple, Michael. Do you have auto insurance?
I do.
Of course, everybody
and
does.
It's really pricey.
Yeah, it is too. You have homeowners insurance?
Absolutely.
Right? You have health insurance?
Absolutely.
How about insurance on your retirement?
No.
Yeah, see, there's ways to insure your retirement. And now, so depending on your age, you're a younger guy, you've got plenty of time, you could work for a number of years. So you can work it out, the ups and downs of the market. But our viewers, a lot of them are retired, and a lot of them do not want to go back to work. So maybe some of their retirement should have some form of an insurance. And there's things like,
And what does that look like?
well, there's these things called annuities, and immediately
Okay.
people shudder and say, oh, they're bad. They're not bad. Do you know
Okay.
anyone with a pension?
Yes.
Do they like their pension?
Yes.
Very
much.
If everybody's getting a pension, they all like it. That's an annuity. There's
Okay.
ways to get money, protected, safe income streams.
Okay.
And if you don't need the income, you can just have that money reinvested so it's safe growth.
Okay.
But a lot of people just don't know. Annuities aren't right for everybody. There's different flavors, different kinds. Not all of them are good. Variable annuities are the ones where they're talking about high fees. They're
Okay.
correct. But not all annuities are variable. It's a subset, you know,
Okay.
of all annuities. And so there's fixed, there's index. And now when it comes to life insurance, you know, a little different story. Unless you have life insurance and you're a senior, you shouldn't be probably buying life insurance. Again, it's to protect an asset, just like your home, your car, or your life. But, you know, to start buying it as a senior, it's a little too late. Same with insurance to buy long-term care.
Right.
You
right.
know, depends on your health issues.
Yeah.
If you're,
you don't, those in this, if you're in your 60s, it's going to be pricey.
yeah, you can buy it up until usually about age 80, but it's going to be more and more pricey.
Right.
And then again, depends on your health. But it's something that people should review because everyone keeps renewing their homeowners or auto insurance without making a claim years and years in a row.
Right.
Just look at it. It's worthwhile because you do have assets to protect.
What should seniors do today? We're talking about annuities and to protect themselves for today.
Well, the number one thing is to get educated on the whole deal, is to understand that you only get one shot at retirement. There's no do-overs. You can't like go through it and then run out of money and go, oh, wait a minute, if I could go back 20 years or 15 years or 10 years, I would just do things differently. So the thing is to do that today. Is what you need to do is make sure that what you're doing on is a path today. So you might have an advisor that you've been with 10 years, 20 years or something that your spouse set up and now they're gone and they knew what they were doing, but you're not sure and so
Right.
you're uncertain. What you've got to do is try to get a second opinion. Go to educational classes, try to learn more about it so you can protect yourself because that's really what it is.
Okay, well, Jerry Slusowicz from Pacific Financial Planners, always good advice. Thank you, up-to-date stuff, right to the day, interest rates and all that fun stuff. Thanks for coming in, and you guys can go to Jerry's stuff over at Clubhouse 7, Insurance Awareness Month, and it's over going to be on September 12th, 3 to 5 p.m. on Thursday. Thanks for coming in.
That's that education I'm talking
There's
about.
the
It's
education.
free.
Get out there. Free, good advice from Jerry. Thanks a lot. All right, we're going to take a break with folks from the Theater Guild coming up next. But first, more Clubhouse 2 excitement from the celebration of the 60th anniversary yesterday. Take a look.
I'm Marcia Menker. I'm the CEO here at Saddleback Medical Center, and I just want to congratulate everyone here in Laguna Woods on celebrating your amazing 60th anniversary.
I'm Catherine Freshley. I've been a resident of the village for 30 years, so seeing the 60-year celebration is enormous, but I want you to know that the El Toro Water District has been 60 years also, and jointly with the village. So it's really a great celebration here, and I hope everybody really understands what it takes to have the sewers and the water delivered appropriately and at a fair rate, and the sewers making sure that we do not have any losses at all. So welcome to the 60-year celebration, and we all should be celebrating this because how many HOAs do you know that have lasted at least 60 years?
Hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Ward, the Executive Director of the Moulton Museum. We are so excited to be here today as part of the 60th anniversary of Laguna Woods. All of this once used to be part of the land of the Moulton Ranch, and the Moulton Museum is here to celebrate the heritage of our area, including the establishment of Laguna Woods. We work closely with the History Center here. We welcome everybody to come. Some of you might know Nellie Gale lived here in Laguna Woods, and we have her paintings in our collection. So everybody here is very, very welcome to the Moulton Museum. Congratulations.
Hey, Hey, we've got some classic comedies to talk about with the folks from the Theater Guild, and they're going to be doing a fun radio show with Foley. I'm excited about that. I want to welcome to the program Eva Marie Alexander and Bob Matanti. Thank you guys for joining us.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah. So who had the idea for this? To this, hey, let's do a radio show. Let's do some classic skits. And where
Well,
did it come from?
the Theater Guild, we have a programming committee, and a bunch of us get together and we sit around, we hash out ideas every time. We have a show, like we had a big Christmas show last year, and that was a lot of fun. But then we start looking at the year, and we came up with this idea about having a radio show, but modernizing it with some TV shows that people would recognize. So it's a kind of a lot of fun that way.
Okay. And it's going to be September 19th, Thursday at Clubhouse 5, and you guys are presenting, it's a cavalcade of comedy.
That's right.
Now, Eva, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be one of the performers?
I'm part of the producer team. We
Okay.
have Barbara and Catherine and myself, so we're working in the background. And rehearsals have been a lot of fun. The directors have met with their teams. There are 33 actors and 5 directors, and then the Foleys. And you, Bob, you're going to be talking about
Yes.
the Foleys. They're exciting. So I know there's a lot of camaraderie, and actors have been just so excited, and directors too. And what we have this time also, we have understudies, and we are just so happy, and we see how understudies are just so happy to be part of it too, because you never know, right?
Right.
You want to be prepared.
Break
for
a leg could
whatever's
actually
happening.
happen.
There you go. Actually, that's true. So it's a lot of fun, and one of the shows has been sent over, actually written. The original script is by the director. It's Estelle Di Nunzio, and it's very funny. Everything is just hilarious, and I think it's going to be a great show.
Okay, so this is going to be like an old-timey radio show, and there's going to be Foley, which is kind of the background noise that radio shows used to have, people walking down the stairs, opening, closing a door. You know, you're a Foley expert because you watch some YouTube videos, right?
That's right. I told you earlier, I'm an expert because I watched about 6 YouTube videos on Foley, so I know all about Foley now. So I'm like raring to go. But it is a lot of fun because you got to invent Foley. Foley takes a lot of imagination. So as the show progresses, and we have 5 distinctly different eras, different shows, but you have sound effects like somebody falling downstairs, or somebody running across the room, or a doorbell ringing, all these different Foleys. And our Foleys, we have 4 Foley people on stage who will be performing this as the acts go on.
Okay. Now, some of the shows, you have a spoof on Star Trek, you have an All in a Family, you have a Dragnet. As the Stomach Turns, is that the Carol Burnett skit?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then Saint Nowhere, is that the original?
That's the original.
That's the original,
yes.
okay. So then you got 5, and then Star Trek, and then Dragnet. I mean, you got a wide range of Foley sounds you guys have to have covered.
Absolutely, and I'm lucky enough to be in the Star Trek cast. I play Captain Kirk, by the way.
Oh, look at this.
And
we should have got you a better chair.
But beam me up, Scotty. No, but it's a different take on Star Trek. It's one you've never seen before.
Okay.
It's kind of fun. This is what happens to the characters some years after Star Trek. I'm not going to give it away. You have to come see it.
Okay, all right.
But it's a lot of fun.
All right, sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's all spoofing and good fun, right? All of them are spoofs,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Right. So it's just a night of comedy, which I think is kind of fun for folks, right? To come in there and just have a good laugh. Is that what you really wanted to focus on with this whole show? Is just give people a good laugh?
Absolutely, and I think a lot of what it is the Theater Guild itself. We're like a family, and that's why I always encourage people, if you're not quite there and say, I don't want to get on stage. There's so much goes on behind the scenes,
Yes.
and we are like a family. So once you join, once you get past that, like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go down to the Theater Guild. They're really nice folks, and we have so many opportunities for people in different parts of the guild. So it's just a lot of fun. And I think that's a lot of what we do, is to keep people involved, and that's what we have. A lot of actors. Like in this case, we have 33 participants, and that's just the actors, not to mention those backstage people, the Foley people, the directors. It's a lot of fun. It really is.
Now, Eva Maria, as you've been putting this together and helping coordinate everything, what do you hope the audience gets out of this? What's the goal we want the audience to experience what?
Well, they want to experience, it's a different epoch, a different time. It's the end, actually, of radio as the industry transition to television. And so it's one of the last shows, or the last show in the radio world in the old-fashioned way, and then television came. So I think the transition, it's kind of interesting to take the new TV shows and put in into the old-fashioned radio shows. And it's just a reminder, maybe also how the entertainment industry has changed, and it's different acting. And when you just really rely as an actor on your voice, not necessarily on stage play. So it's a different emphasis.
Yeah, and I was going to say for Star Trek, now there's not like it wasn't sci-fi on radio before, right? But for Star Trek, it was such a visual medium, and the effects and the creatures and the planets they would go to. So how did you have to like maybe alter that a little bit to make it interesting on radio, because you don't have those visuals?
Well, part of the visuals was the Foley, because if you notice in Star Trek, a lot of what they did, there's always be that sound going on, the sound of a door opening, the sound of the communicator, all these different sounds. We have those. So we compensate for what you don't see, because the sounds are so iconic. Once you hear the sound of the communicator, you know it's the communicator.
You do, right. And the doors open up the doors.
Yes.
And the beam me down kind of the transporters.
That's where the Foley stuff, we even talking to the computer. We have a scene where you're talking to the computer and the computer answers you back. All that iconic stuff from Star Trek is in this place. So it's a lot of fun putting this whole together and making it interesting like that.
Now, Eva Marie, if I'm listening to a radio show, I have to make up the scenery. I have to make up the whole world, just like if I'm reading a book and someone's describing it, right? And so do you think that makes a different experience for each individual audience member of how they're imagining it and as they're creating that world?
There's a little bit of visual. I mean, there's a lot to see on stage.
Sure.
It's not just that you see the person. But yes, I mean, the voice should carry and make up for whatever you normally have on stage. So it's a different experience. One fun part we should mention, we had to find leather shoes to make the sound of a shoe, because we all have rubber soles nowadays. So it's kind of funny.
Well, I was working with the Foley people, and we developed a lot of the sounds. You have to play with different, you try this and try that till you get it just about where you want it, and then you change it again, because you want to get it perfect.
Well, let's see how it turned out. It's Cavalcade of Comedy. It's going to be Thursday the 19th, Clubhouse 5. Members are free, guests $10, and doors open at 6:30. The show begins at 7. Tom and Eva Marie, thank you very much from the Theater Guild for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, and we hope to see everybody there.
Yes.
They will be. And folks got to see a lot of stuff going on at the 60th anniversary yesterday, and we have one more video to show you before we go.
Hi, I'm Chris Collins, and I'm here with the foundation. I do public relations speaking for the foundation, and I want to wish everyone a very happy 60th anniversary. This is quite a wonderful place to live, so enjoy.
Hi, I'm Sue Stevens. I'm the president of the board of Mutual 50, which most people call the Towers. Just want to wish you all a happy 60th anniversary to the entire village. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Allison Bach, President of the United Board of Directors. Happy birthday, United 3rd Mutual 50, GRF, all of our members. From United Board to you, have a happy 60th birthday. Hey, I remember 60. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Dave Wieneman. I'm the treasurer of 3rd Laguna Hills Mutual, and I am enjoying a very good Chicago-style hot dog at the 60th anniversary celebration. Happy 60th, Laguna Woods Village.
Hi there, I'm Juanita Skillman. I'm the new president of GRF, which is the Golden Rain Foundation. And I have lived in the village for 14 years, served on United's board, GRF, and VMS. I am so pleased with our 60th anniversary. They've done a beautiful job, and we should all be very proud of our village.
Hi, I'm Sandy Benson with the Village Community Fund, and we're here representing the clubs in the village, and we do fundraising to help raise money for their various events, and we want to wish everybody a wonderful 60th anniversary.
My name is Steve Moyer, and I'm CEO of Age Well Senior Services, and I just want to wish everyone in Laguna Woods Village a very happy 60th anniversary. from Age Well Senior Services.
Hi, I'm Pat Kenefick. I'm with the Age Well Florence Sylvester Senior Center, and we're so happy to be here and wish everybody a wonderful 60th anniversary. Come on by and check us out. Thanks.
Okay, folks, hope you enjoyed those celebration videos. I know they worked very hard. I wasn't there, and it was a hot day, so I know they worked very hard getting this together for us, and I think it sounded like it was a great time for everybody. Hey, we got some announcements for you, and we got Traveling Wilburys, Tom Petty featured in this one. It's the super group. It's going to be Saturday, September 14th, 7:30 p.m. over at Laguna Woods Performing Arts Center. $30, $25, and $20 depending on the seats. And if you have questions, you can call the number on your screen, or you can go to the website, the email rather, for more information on that one. Got another announcement for you, and let's take a look at that one. It's just as much a surprise to me as it is to you when I see these things sometimes. We've got great movies coming up, and there's going to be a couple of them on the 16th, Boys in the Boat. That was a really great movie that just came out recently, so make sure you get out there and see that. Yet another Ghostbusters film on October 21st. This one's Frozen Empire. That's the latest. Bill Murray's in there, and Paul Rudd as well. Then The Long Game. It's about a team, a kind of down-and-out minority group of golfers who, a true story about how they became a golf team and won a championship. And then Arthur the King, December 16th. That is A Man and His Dog. It's Mark Wahlberg on a really great cross-country trek journey in another country where they do this, and this dog that kind of joined their cross-country group and became part of it. So the free showings are at 2 and 7 p.m. Doors open at 1:30 and 6:30 over at the Performing Arts Center. Make sure you get out there and enjoy that. Let's take a quick check on the weather before we head out. And there's still, you can see a little bit of smoke in the sky from the fires, and there's the real drone shot we got yesterday from the fires. Temperature is going to be in the 80s today, but then we really start a great cooling trend for the rest of the week. Air quality is going to be bad for the next 2 days probably, so make sure if you limit your outdoor exposure on that. Don't do a lot of exercise outdoors and that kind of thing. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. Tomorrow on the program, Concerned Citizens and the Democratic Club will be here. For all of us here at Village Television, I'm Michael Taylor. We hope you make this day a great one.
Welcome to the Artistry, South Orange County's only cannabis dispensary located right here in Laguna Woods. The Artistry is your trusted source for the highest quality cannabis products and the best customer service. We offer daily deals up to 50% off on top brands. Whether you're new to cannabis or a seasoned consumer, our friendly and informative staff is here to help you elevate in style. We're located next to Gate 3 and now offer delivery right to your door. Join us for a one-of-a-kind dispensary experience.